11, local first.
Tonight on News 11, the New Holland police chief has decided to step down. We'll tell you why. Plus, police responded to a shots fired call early this morning in Ephrata Township. But we begin the night with the kickoff of the Fire and Ice Festival in Lititz. Good evening, I'm John Buffone. Main and Broad Street in Lititz were blocked off and crowds gathered for the 12th annual Fire and Ice Festival in Lititz. News 11's Holly Harris spent the evening in Springs Park and has the very latest on the weekend's festivities.
Hi, John. Well, things have officially kicked off here at Lititz Springs Park. Sculptors are working their magic. There's live music and a huge crowd to go along with it, and it's only night one. I caught up with some of the very people that make this event so special every single year.
Lititz is very community, and that's really where your heart and your soul is, and you really see people come out, young and old.
It didn't matter who you were or where you come from. The street was packed with thousands of people, all to enjoy the sights and sounds of this year's Fire and Ice Festival at Springs Park in Lititz.
It's different than going to like a bar or to church. This is, you're out, you're in the street, you smell the fire, you hear the chainsaws going, and it just puts you in an automatic good mood.
Dawn Rissmiller has been organizing the event for years. What was once meant to draw crowds to retail shops during the winter months has turned into something much bigger.
It's not really just about getting people to shop anymore, it's about people coming together.
And come together they did, all to catch a glimpse of these guys showcase their special skill.
It's a great event to come to. I mean, we just really like coming out here. The crowd is really nice. I mean, everybody's just great out here. I mean, it's a really good community.
Jared McAllister of DiMartino Ice grew up sculpting and says the festival is one day out of the year that's much different than the rest.
It's sort of normal. I guess it's more fun than carving by myself, which is what I normally do every day, so it makes it a little bit more entertaining.
As Jared drew crowds to the ice, not far away was Renee Farlow of Ephrata warming up by the fire pits.
We don't really get to come down too often, and so it's neat to come in and sample the food. We can't wait to get to the food truck soon.
Renee and her daughter have been visiting for years as a fun night out together. And in trying times, Dawn says there's simply nothing like it.
All the political stuff, all the nonsense that's going on in the world, none of it matters tonight, because tonight's magic. Tonight's fun, and tonight you can't help but smile.
Tomorrow's chili cook-off will be a huge hit along with some warmer temperatures. The Fire and Ice Festival will be in full swing through Sunday. In Lititz, Holly Harrer, News 11.
Keeping with the Fire and Ice Festival, railroad and antique train lovers got to experience a piece of Lititz history this evening. You might have seen this caboose parked outside the Reading Railroad Company, but tonight volunteers welcomed the public for a free tour. Visitors got to lay in the bunks, sit in the cupola, and experience the life of an old-fashioned conductor. Volunteers were happy to invite the public in for the first time at the Lititz Fire and Ice Festival.
This is its 16th year here in Lititz as a public car. It's been repainted to resemble a Reading caboose. The Reading Railroad used to run out here on these tracks.
The caboose was operated for over 30 years in New Jersey and is now a staple of downtown Lititz. Well, after 6.5 years as New Holland Police Chief, Don Bowers has decided to step down. Bowers originally planned on stepping down at the end of 2018, but said a private sector opportunity arose that he couldn't pass up. The outgoing police chief said he couldn't have asked for a better experience in New Holland.
It was everything I'd hoped for. It was truly the capstone of my career. The community has been great. Both New Holland Borough Administration and Earl Township Administration has been very easy to work with. I really couldn't have asked for more.
Bowers' last day as police chief is scheduled for March 23rd. Well, police responded to a shots fired call early this morning in Ephrata Township. Police found 2 people that shot into the ground and an unoccupied car around 20 times on Ridge Avenue with 2 handguns. Police are suggesting that the incident involved alcohol and an unwanted parked car on the property. No charges have been filed and police are still investigating. Well, Northern Lancaster County Regional Police were called to a Penn Township home last night for an active domestic disturbance. Upon arrival, officers discovered an argument between 31-year-old Taylor Allen Penwell and an adult female victim. Penwell struck the female victim in the face and threw her to the ground while she was holding a 6-week-old infant. The infant was transported to LGH for non-life-threatening injuries, and Penwell was charged with simple assault, domestic violence, and recklessly endangering another person. He was transported to the Lancaster County Prison. Well, it feels like the weather might be getting warmer, but what can we really expect this weekend? Carl Kern has our first look at the forecast.
First Look Weather is brought to you by Weaver's Banquet Facility in Adamstown, customizing your personal and professional banquets for over 20 years.
I'll tell you this much, John, it's not what we've found ourselves accustomed to around here on the President's Day weekend. Most of the time we get some really bad storms and just not the nicest of late February weather. In fact, sometimes this is even the worst part of the winter. Not this year. Complete opposite. We're headed in the right direction. Temperatures have started warming today. Will jump dramatically tomorrow. We could see a 20 to 25 degree temperature increase over today, and that will come with day-long sunshine both Saturday and Sunday. Yes, 60 degrees both days. I'll let you know what happens after that, John, with the complete forecast in a few minutes.
Sounds good to me, Carl. Thank you. Well, stay tuned to the Evening Report. More local news is coming up after the break. Coming up, community members have come together to rebuild a barn lost to a fire. Plus,
high school students are training to become professional firefighters. I'm Samantha Crawford. We'll take you inside the cadet program.
And later in sports, Brian Cass will show you who's taking home the LL Boys basketball title. While many high school students simply go home after school, some are already training to become professional firefighters. Our Samantha Crawford met two young women taking part in the Ephrata Pioneer Fire Company's cadet program.
Meet Jelena and Emily. They're juniors at Ephrata High School, working towards their diplomas and the title of firefighters.
It's very easy to use.
Yes, you definitely heard right. Jelena and Emily are currently training with the Ephrata Pioneer Fire Company to become professional firefighters through their cadet program.
It's really cool because they know what they're doing and then they teach you and you feel pretty cool learning everything.
Been training with them, going over how to load hose, unload hose, and going over the engines where everything is, and just trying to get to learn all the politics of the company and the department.
One of the many lessons the cadets will learn is how to put their turnout gear on, but the trick is they have to get it all done in under a minute.
By the time you turn 18, when I was a cadet, 2 weeks after my 18th birthday, I was on my first working fire inside the building. If I joined at 18, couldn't have even participated.
David Trigg of the Ephrata Pioneer Fire Company told us he loves seeing young faces take an interest in such a community endeavor.
Firefighting in general is going to be a career for people of the younger age. They get a chance to do it at this age, see if they want to do it, and make a career out of it.
It's good to that feeling of helping out with the community. I remember the first cardiac arrest call I went on. It was really nice to feel what it was like after the call was over.
I definitely have a new appreciation because I understand more what they're doing and how difficult it is.
In Ephrata, Samantha Crawford, News 11.
An East Earl Township barn that was destroyed by a fire this past Monday is quickly being repaired. Community members sprung into action to fix the dairy farm, and in just a few short days they have already put up new windows, a building frame, and even a roof. Community members told News 11 that helping one another is what they do out there. No word on when the farm will be fully operational again. Well, Carl Kern will be back after the break with his complete weather forecast. Plus, the final installment of our Getting to Know You series with our very own Chad Landers.
News 11 weather with Carl Kern, local first.
Heading into this President's Day weekend, temperatures already on an upswing and heading to parts we haven't seen all year. How about 60 degrees both Saturday and Sunday, and the likelihood that we stay above 50 through most of next week. That's something to really look forward to, as it seems as though winter suddenly has decided it's going to wind down quickly this year. Now, that doesn't by any stretch mean we can't get clobbered in March with snow, but as a whole, we'd really like to see the ground dry out, the temperatures go up, just give ourselves some time to maybe get things tidied up in the yard. Everybody's car needs a good wash, and there's just, I think we all need some good sunny outdoor time. We haven't had much of that these last 2 months for certain of this winter season. And when you consider how cold it was to start the winter season, it's been a long, not very pleasant 3 months. And it's nice to get a little taste of early season warmth in here for what will be the next to last weekend of February. As the cold is still chilly here, but you could sense that it was that there's a trend going in a different direction. And just wait till that warmth breaks through tomorrow. Oh my, it is going to feel so nice, especially with that sunshine. And temperatures overnight don't really go back below freezing much. So make sure you get to the car wash very early tomorrow, or you will get in one of those very long lines. Sunny and well beyond spring-like, I think. When you get to 63 and there's just the lightest of southwest breezes, east wind at 3 right now, but 30 degrees may be the bottom. We may not go much lower than that. Even though the dew point is 21, I just don't see any colder air coming. It is actually going to temperature may even go up a degree or two overnight from where it is right now, because we've got all this current warmth. Yes, these current temperatures, all these 60s from Chicago, St. Louis, Atlanta, all these very warm numbers, is already just starting to press up against the cold air. So the cold air is going to lose strength very quickly here and be out of here for at least the next week or so as we get the weekend started. The overnights may be a little cool, but by no means are we going well below or even near freezing, I think, for a while. And with the big storm in California, I mean, this is a real doozy. They are getting clobbered right now. I mean, from the top of the state to the bottom. I mean, for as much rain as they've had, I'm sure you've heard the stories. This is another really big storm. There's like 5 or 6 inches of rain expected, and that is beyond things that they can comprehend. Or an inch of rain is a lot in places in California. Rain in the deep south, cold air still spilling in the north. Nothing that's going to come in our direction that really upset the apple cart for the next 3 or 4 days. We should stay mainly sunny. No real chance of any rainfall no chance of rain through the weekend or Monday. Maybe something very light on Tuesday. That's ahead of more warm air on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So just be prepared. It's going to be nice. And I don't see a whole lot that's going to upset this presidential weekend with 58 to 63. That's after just what you have outside now might be the coldest temperature you have to deal with for another week. Think of that, John. I mean, it doesn't go back to maybe 30 degrees perhaps until, who knows? We may be done with winter. I doubt it, but it's always possible. February is going to wind down quickly. We have one more full week next week, and March is not that far away. Can't wait, right, John?
As per usual, you've brightened my weekend, Carl. Well, the final story in our Getting to Know You series is actually the member of our News 11 team that has been here the longest, Chad Landers. He was the original anchor of our 5:30 newscast back in 2008, but made the switch to sports in 2013. And if you ask Chad, he'll tell you it's the perfect fit.
We start today with high school football on the agenda. The U.S. women's field hockey team. These two teams have been playing since 1948.
I love sports, and I'm not just saying that because it's my job. I live sports. I eat, sleep, breathe sports. It's in my DNA. When people list the most important things in their lives, my list goes God, family, sports. As a kid, I played all kinds: basketball, baseball, soccer, swimming, mini golf. I dominated people at mini golf. In high school, my senior year at Central Dauphin, our baseball team actually played for the state title, and it is one of my favorite memories of all time. Now that I'm older, I try to stay active. I still play a lot of sports. I play golf, I play basketball, ski a little bit. I even get some charity softball in when I can.
That might be his first dunk of the year. Stauffer again, why not? Oh, 3 in a row!
So as you can see, it's part of my soul, and that's why when I get to broadcast basketball and baseball games on BRC-11, it's easily the best part of my day and my week. I literally get paid to do something that I love. The King's brother. Of course, sports isn't my only love. I have some amazing women in my life. My wife, Kayla, and our 2 daughters, Kaylin and Alexa Faith. Kayla and I have been married for 5 years. We actually met on a college trip to Costa Rica in 2004, but we didn't get married until 7 years after that. It's a long, hilarious story. I'm sure I'm gonna have to put it in a book someday. For our honeymoon, obviously, we went back to Costa Rica. Everything always comes full circle with us. Just a year into our marriage, we had our first baby girl, our oldest, Kaylin. She is 4 going on 13, but she has just been so much fun to watch grow up. She loves all kinds of things. She loves to cook, she loves animals, she loves little babies. She's so smart, and it's just gonna be so much fun to watch her grow up and head off to kindergarten in the fall. Simba. 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 Silly. About 2 years ago, we had our second daughter, Alexa Faith. We call her our little miracle baby, and that's because she was born with spina bifida, and I've talked about that before here. She was born at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, actually had to spend a little bit of time in the NICU, but she has amazed us all with her growth and her development, and really she's redefining what it means to have spina bifida and that birth defect. Step on it. K for Kaylin. K for Kaylin. She's just amazing us as she continues to grow. Overall, we lead a really blessed life, and I couldn't be happier that the direction it's heading in. My kids are happy and healthy. We love living in northern Lancaster County, and I get to cover sports every day with a smile on my face. So thank you for letting me entertain and inform you for the past 9 years, and I can't wait to see what 2017 has in store.
That was one half of the dream team of our sports team. And we got the other half with us right now, Brian Cass. And I believe we're going to be talking some excitement in the LL Boys final.
Yeah, John, LL Boys Hoops. You're not there. I'm sure they missed you over at Manheim Township tonight, right?
I missed them.
We'll have all those highlights coming up, plus the girls' bowling championships of the LL today. Could Warwick's Ashley Sham make an incredible run through the stepladder finals? Find out next. Sports is straight ahead. We'll tip things off with some boys hoops. The Lancaster Lebanon League tournament wrapping up tonight. It is a Section 1 versus Section 3 battle as Lebanon and Lancaster Catholic hit the hardwood. Lebanon, of course, the Section 1 champions. Lancaster Catholic runners up in Section 3. Catholic, they've got a lot of young talent. Check out John Ware here taking it right to the hoop. First bucket of the game, keeping those Crusaders in front. And they keep up that aggressive mentality, driving fearlessly right into the Cedars D. Chad Wenger converts 2 of his 12 points in the game. Lebanon keeping the game close. They've got shooters all over the court. Felix Courtright Roman, long 2 there, brings the squad within 2 points. But this was Lancaster Catholic's night. Back and forth game in the fourth quarter. Catholic does win it 49-47. It is their first title since 2003. And just to look ahead, we'll be airing a first-round game from the District 3 boys basketball tournament. It's Manheim Central in the 5A bracket, earning the 5 seed, hosting number 12 Waynesboro on Monday night. So be sure to join Eric May and Chad Landers live from Manheim Central's SS Hollaball Gymnasium. Tip-off scheduled for 7 p.m. We're just also 6 days away from the District 3 wrestling tournament kicking off in Hershey, PA. But before our local wrestlers get to the Giant Center, they've got to qualify first, which is where this weekend's sectional tournaments come into play. So we're going to take a look at all the seedings in AAA at Governor Mifflin's sectional. Cocalico's Josiah Gare back once again at 106. He's the top seed and the defending champ. Skipping ahead to 132, top seed Christian Schilling from Garden Spot. Right behind him, though, number 2, Jordan Hartranft of CV. They could certainly meet in the finals. Same thing at 145. It could be a Pavel Derechuk and Connor Finke showdown in the finals. That'd be a rematch from the league final, which Pavel did win. Cocalico's Max Martin elsewhere grabbing the 2 seed at 152, while his teammates Ben Fromm and Brady Maxwell are 2 and 3 seeds at 220 and 285 respectively. Another sectional over at Hempfield High tomorrow. Manheim Central's Will Betancourt and his 26-2 record gets the top seed at 106. Fellow freshman Connor Zemer at 113, also a 1 seed. 2 more Zemers after that. Cade as third at 120. Zach is second at 138. Warwick's Luke Herzl gets the 2 seed at 152, while his teammates, they excel at those upper weights. Evan Clark and Ryan Stewart. Clark is second at 220. Stewart the top seed at 285. Only the top 4 place finishers from each section advance to the district tournament. We have a link to the complete seedings on our blog, news11sports.tv. But moving on to some bowling now, we'll show you what happened at the Girls LL Championships. Ladies hitting the lanes bright and early, about 9 a.m., but they whittled the field down to the final 5 bowlers for the stepladder finals. Warwick's Ashley Sham qualifying in 5th, which means she would have to win 4 straight matches to claim the title. Couple of bowlers who just missed the finals. Conestoga Valley's Andrea Gribble in 10th, and Ephrata's Sam Heindel in 6th. But let's get to the final. Sham versus Slanko's Randy Rambo in the 4-5 matchup. Sham gets that strike there. She takes down Rambo by 2 pins, and she's moving on. Her next opponent, Cedar Crest Paige Boyd, a little bit unlucky here. Sham does take advantage. chalk up another strike for Ashley here. She wins the match, and she's moving on yet again. She'll run into another Cedar Crest bowler in the next match, Allison Hresco. It was really her day to shine. Sham's heroic run comes to an end. She'll unfortunately get a 7-10 split right there. That was the kind of game it was. Hresco moving on to the final match to face defending champ Olivia Farwell from E-Town. Farwell needing a spare here in the 10th frame to pretty much win it. She does not get it. Hresco, your LL Girls champ. Great sportsmanship here all around. Love to see it. Ashley Sham taking home 3rd place honors. And that will do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Well, don't forget, we're giving away 1 pair of tickets for the Iron Chef competition. The event is scheduled for Sunday, March 5th from 1 p.m. until 5 at Cocalico High School. Go to BRC-TV11.com and click on the Iron Chef banner to enter to win. Winners will be announced on Monday.
Free food, come on.
Sounds good. Well, I hope you enjoy the weather this weekend. Should be
I
pretty
will.
nice. Well, until next time, I'm John Buffone.
And I'm Brian Cast. We'll see you next week.